Howdy y'all, welcome back to another episode of Coloring Passports. I'm Rio and today we are working in the safari book. We're going to do the leopard eyes. Let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm going to take this eggshell and I'm literally going to color the whole thing with the eggshell. Get that first base layer down. Not even going to stress about which direction I'm coloring in at this point. I'm just going to get that first base layer down. I'm also going to have to move all of this. For filming purposes, we're at a different location to film this one, and so for filming, oh, that's a shadow, sorry. For filming purposes, I've got to reach a little bit here, so we're a little crowded today. We're going to get this done. Gonna add a little tiny bit of the same yellow here. Just a tiny, tiny bit. I don't even want to fill the whole thing in because the eyes are gonna be the big deal here. Okay. Ooh, I love these cats. I have a favorite leopard in the world. It lives at the Waco Zoo. And before you come at me about the zoos, zip it, because they're ambassadors. When is my 3-year-old going to get to see a leopard? So, she was then 3, which means who knows if that leopard is still alive. I'm just coming in here and I am "12 years. Wow. I'm just with the same eggshell color. I'm just gonna come in here and start adding in some darker lines. We're just going to start mimicking the hair pattern on this big cat. These guys are so beautiful. Okay, there's that. And now I'm going to take Jasmine, and I'm going to come in with the Jasmine. And I'm just going to start looking for areas to add the Jasmine. I have now switched to goldenrod. I'm just making these teeny tiny little baby hair strokes here because I don't want, I know this is dark in here. I know that this is darker in here. I don't want to lose the fact that we're painting fur right now. We're painting fur, and so I don't want that to get lost in translation. Every time I paint fur, and I love to do the graphic illustration things. I'm really learning a lot doing that, and I'm trying to push myself more than what I would normally do with regards to learning those things. But when it comes to the fur, I love to paint it. I love to paint the fur. I love to see that hair come to life. Gonna start pushing down just a little bit harder in these areas. dark umber. Gonna start coming in and laying some darker colors, right? And I'm just really loosely laying this in. I'm gonna come in over some of the spots that I drew in with the pen when I was inking this for the illustration. Kind of make it look like the spots bleed a little bit into each other. Let's go back and go directly over some of that. Come back in with the brown. And you know, I tell you guys every time, I don't know if this is exactly how to do this or if this is just how I do this, because I'm typically a painter, not a color pencil artist. But the color pencil gives me an opportunity to do these beautiful studies and fill this journal, and I am really looking forward to having this completed. I want the satisfaction of flipping through all the pages and seeing beautiful artwork done on all the pages. And I do have stories for these animals. Gonna come in here and add a little bit of this color to the eye. Ooh, that's gonna be something. Okay. "16 minutes in, not doing too bad." gonna grab the sap green and start putting in some of this color here with this cat's eye. I think it's brighter than that. I think it should be this. Okay, it doesn't look great now, but it's going to. Trust me, it's going to look great. Eyes have lots of different colors in them. Lots and lots of different colors in them. I'm going to come in and really add some shadow in this now. look pretty good. So we're 30 minutes in and we're looking pretty good here. Definitely want to darken this area up, so I'm just going to start pushing a little bit harder as I go over all of these areas here. And you know, for a study, it's pretty dang good. The purpose of the studies is to help you understand how you would go about painting the hair or redrawing the hair on another piece of art. Doing studies gives you permission to experiment with different styles and different color palettes and to make mistakes without it being catastrophic. Gives you an opportunity to work all of your colors out before you make real decisions on a piece. I love doing these. I genuinely love doing these. And a little bit more of that color. You see what happens when I start to anchor? And I probably could sharpen that a little bit more. But do you see what starts to develop there? Gonna add a little bit more of this orangey tone here. Gonna randomly add some more of it in here. See, that should not be white. There we go. Some of these areas that were reading white needed to be set back down. See, I want that to be a little bit lighter in there, and I want that to read a little lighter in there. So I'm going to push a little bit harder right here. And see, all of this over here is really light. Get this lightest yellow out right here. That's one thing I love about these colored pencils. You just layer them and layer them and layer them. Wow. Gonna add a little bit of this in here. Wow. I don't know if it's good, but I'm starting to kind of feel like we've done something cool here. I'm gonna add a little bit more color on the eyes. Just gonna get a little bit darker right in the middle of that patch of fur. I'm gonna put some blue on that right there because that is highlighted. I'm gonna add some blue to the eye right there. Add some blue to the eye right there. Woo! Okay. That's about the first layer. 31 minutes in. And there's the first layer. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna keep darkening some of this up here. Just a touch. See, that's really good. That looks good. Just gonna drag some of this burnt ochre right over the top of some of this. I think it's gonna rain. Now we're going to take this sandbar brown and just come in and kind of darken up some of this stuff here because technically this is darker here. I always have stickers in mind when I'm doing things like this. Feeling like there's a little bit of that red. This is sienna brown, so it's got more red in it. Gonna add a little bit more right in there. All right. Oh, how I wish I could cover up some of my lines. It's okay though. I have to draw all the lines to make the illustration pages look good, and then when I get in here to actually do the illustrations, I always feel like they hinder the full performance. But that's okay. It's really okay. It's really okay. I'll come in and add a little bit more yellow right there. And I know that we do have like some areas like right in here that could be higher value. Got some areas in here that could be higher value. And so what we'll do is we'll use the paint pen to come in and fix those, and then we will kind of paint over them maybe. So we'll let that dry, then we'll come over it with with a higher value. Oh, there we go. Boy, my goodness, that's working out quite lovely actually. And then with these, I'm just gonna touch it. So I'm gonna use the Posca marker to just kind of draw some of that fur, and then I'm just gonna touch it so it kind of blends in a little bit better with what's already on the page. And I feel like I should start using washi tape on some of these because I color outside the lines a little bit sometimes. Whoo! Oh no, that's not what I wanted. What do I do? Okay, so there you have it. Done. Yeah, I dig that. All right, y'all. That was another tutorial. Did the leopard eyes. I'm super happy with the way they turned out. We're gonna call it and say we're gonna move on to something else. And maybe we'll do another big cat. Maybe we won't. I don't even know. So, I don't know. Let's see what else we can get into in this book. Thanks for joining us in the studio. I'm Rio, and I'll see you on the next page.